Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 2 of our slow and immersive playthrough of Venezuela in Victoria 3, latest version 1.5, including all DLC, including the Colossus of the South. Let's go ahead and unpause to keep the time rolling. In the first episode we done a general overview of Venezuela, kind of the diplomatic, geopolitical situation, a review of the economy. Let's go ahead and pause just for a second and kick things off. And made it to 1840, and we kicked things off by constructing logging camps and getting our initial kind of economy going, increasing supply of wood and fabric to the economy as well as grain. And that's where we are. Let's go ahead and read a few of these. And we also set our research to intensive agriculture, which will allow us to go to increased wool gathering in livestock ranches, which will give us a little bit of fertilizer and more fabric than meat. The meat is already pretty cheap. We need more fabric for clothes and construction. And fertilizer we will use soil-enriched farming in wheat farms or rice farms or maize farms. We have maize farms and rice farms and produce more grains for our population. And that's kind of a nice loop. We don't need fertilizer plants yet or explosive factory. So here we are. Our first tech researched. This is kind of directed research. Intensive agriculture. By integrating food production into the industrial supply chain, it is possible to realize much higher yields. Perfect. We also had a few techs spread. At the end of last episode, we had stock exchanges spread, which will give us a plus 10% to MAPI, the kind of the price differential between sort of the market where the good is actually produced and the national market. But here we also now have the lathe as a machine for rotating a piece of material, be it metal or wood, so that it can be easily machined into the desired shape. Unlocks dye workshops for textile mills, lathes for furniture manufacturers. So we can build furniture. Furniture, we need wood and fabric. And we have wood and fabric in our economy. Okay, leaded glass for glassworks, etc. So, yeah. Paddle steamer unlocked. The paddle steamer is a steam-powered watercraft where the steam is used to turn paddles that pushes the ship through water. Plus 10% convoys. Very nice. We are doing quite a bit of trade. So let's go ahead and okay that. And yeah, before we talk about anything else, let's just pick our next tech. And what could it be? For that, it takes 17 years. What could we actually use soon? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to actually click that. Could do atmospheric engine because it will allow atmospheric engine pump, and that will use tools to produce a lot of coal. We can do that. We're gonna build coal soon. Coal, yeah, and maybe I need iron first of all for tools. So this is an option. Mechanical tools, precision tools for furniture manufacturers. Okay, precision tools, which takes less wood but more hardwood and more tools, and produces furniture. Less furniture but more luxury furniture. Potentially. Fractional distillation. That allows patent stills for food industries, and that takes glass and sugar and produces liquor instead of groceries. Now our economy needs liquors, so this is actually something we could do, but we need glass for that as well. So let's see. Do we need anything for our military? Not yet, perhaps. We're not at any immediate threat. What about society? Mass communication, 10% plus 10% authority. Not that we need any authority. Get pharmaceuticals, plus 1 max health system institution. We don't even have any health system institution, do we? How do we get private? The Intelligentsia, that faction, who is currently in government and whose leader is our president. They are opposed to, they are anti-clerical. So they don't want education, the Catholic Church, effectively, anywhere near bureaucracy, education, or the education system. I guess they don't mind them in the health system, do they? Okay, but nobody really wants them there either. So we do have support for charity hospitals. Catholic Church endorses. Trade unions endorse these, but for that we'd need to bring the Catholic Church into government. Okay. For the public health insurance, we need pharmaceuticals. Private health insurance. We likewise need pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals would be a good thing to do. It'll take 5 years. But let's do that. We need to get our population off the ground. Yeah. Banking. That give us 10% minting minus 2% loan interest. It's 35 months away. Alright, let's fix our finances. Let's do banking and then we do pharmaceuticals. Go ahead and unpause. And yeah, guys, so we're building up our economy. Our first industrial building went up at the end of last episode, a tooling workshop. Yep, and now we can go to livestock ranches, go increased wool gathering. Right, which will produce more wool, a bit less meat, which is fine. It's now plus 18% compared to base price. And we're producing fertilizer. That means on maize farms, we can actually go to soil-enriched farming. Right, and produce a lot more grain. Right, now we don't have enough fertilizer. Could actually go and just produce one more livestock ranch. Right. Because we need a lot more fertilizer. And the more livestock ranches we build, the more fabric we will also have. Right, meat is fine, but we'll have more fabric. And if we have more fabric, we could, in fact, build more... I could build a textile industry. Textiles? Where is textile mills? Yeah, clothes. Let's go ahead and build textiles. It's actually Bolivar that is becoming the engine of our industrialization. Could we repeat that in this little chain in the Miranda? We have logging camps here. Do we have... We have livestock ranches here too. Let's actually go ahead and build a couple of livestock ranches. We have now logging camps in here as well. We could then build another textile mill. Right where the population is. Yeah, that's possible. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we're building a coffee plantation in Zulia. We are exporting our coffee to United States and Britain. Let's go ahead and build another one. See if we can export even more, perhaps with time. So I pause here. Fernando Piaz retires. Catholic Church are no longer powerful. Look at our politics. Okay. A new leader, Jorge Camano, is the leader of the Catholic Church, and he's a Democrat. Okay. Could that mean? No, it cannot mean that. We're still anti-clerical. Here we are losing legitimacy. Could industrialists come in here? No, they could not. What else? Yeah, okay, we can't really get a lot of legitimacy here. Fine, can we actually ban slavery? It's a 10% chance. This will radicalize landowners. No, we need time. We need time. Society is not ready yet. Per capita taxation. Okay, we could enact land-based taxation. Landowners endorse this. Trade unions endorse this. Armed forces, industrialists oppose this. Francisco has a rural folk. What is this? Land-based taxation. Change in revenue from current tax minus 2,000. 7% income tax. Whereas right now it is 15% income tax. And 35% consumption tax. 0.7 per capita tax and 0.35 land tax. And then we'll get just 0. So land tax will be doubled. Well, I guess we don't have that much land, but per capita, yeah, the loss of per capita tax will hit our revenue just too hard. Right, we'll be losing 2,000 on this consumption-based taxes. Basically means no taxes apart from consumption taxes. But we kind of need to fix our budget, if I'm honest. Perhaps a way to do that needs 300 authority. Grain, wood, clothes, tobacco, furniture, luxury clothes. Get us 226. Go ahead and do that. Right, and our upper strata does spend a quarter of its income on this, but that's life. Luxury furniture likewise needs to be taxed. That's it, not much else we can tax. There we are. The upper strata will do just fine, I think. Alright, they're prosperous. They're 10, 11 times richer than lower strata. And 4.5 times richer than the middle class. So I think they do pretty well. Great Britain started a conquest state diplomatic play against Burma. Okay. We are improving our relations with the United States, Great Britain, and New Granada. As we do want to band together with the liberal states of North and South America, and we do need some protection from liberal states like the United States especially, against Brazil, which has taken over whatever it was. An agitator appears. Fernando Hurtado has appeared in Venezuela. He will start a movement to enact landed voting. Okay, let's see. Laws. Oligarchy. So right now, the head of state shares power and responsibility with a small group of powerful, unelected individuals. Okay, armed forces, intelligentsia, and industrialists support this. Landed voting. Catholic Church and landowners support this law. No, I suggest we keep oligarchy because we are intelligentsia and industrialists. We don't want landed. We want landed voting. We need to maintain our hold on power. Can we kick you out? Exile, dissident. Doesn't have protected speech. Unfortunately, not part of the government. Is not. Okay, if Exile Fernando will leave Venezuela and be recruited by other countries as an agitator. Fortunately. Okay, if affects the progress bound age of Cordilla, journal entries depleted by 100 points. Hang on. The amount of radicals generated depends on our freedom of speech laws and the popularity of the character. It's not very popular. Armed forces members of Populous Venezuela become more radical. Fernando will be sent to exile. Yes. Sorry, but please. You need to go, sir. Our intelligentsia faction is actually authoritarian. So, yeah. That's just how it is. Is it happy? Intelligentsia is actually neutral. Oppose legal gunship, oppose slavery, no schools, and state religion. Well, yeah, we should change state religion to freedom of conscience, for example. That would be... Catholic Church will oppose this. Go ahead and at least attempt to enact this. We're a progressive society and intelligentsia wants to make changes. Ooh, hang on a minute. So improve relations broken. Diplomatic can no longer be maintained. Okay. Diplomatic ties with Salvador. Okay, we can now conduct diplomacy with them. Catholic Church vice fiction activated. This is due to their approval angry. Minus 10% education access. It's okay. Intelligentsia approval to loyal. Plus 10% society research. 20% migration attraction. Preserve state religion political movement. A new political movement to preserve state religion has formed. Their support is 34, and the radicalism is 50. Okay, a little bit dangerous, but since vast majority of our population is Catholic. Okay, this political movement is revolutionary. 0% progress towards revolution, 7 weeks until next checkpoint. Movements goes 1.8 thousand radical every month. If the movement succeeds, it will make 46,000 individuals more loyal. 21% risk for Zulia. Okay, let's see. We will try to pass freedom of conscience. Well, we've become free from imperialist powers such as Spain, foreign imperialists. Our minds should now be free as well. Go to speed 3, unpause. Okay, oh, okay. Textile mills in Bolivar. Our capitalists are building. Does that mean we can cancel our own? Textile mills in Bolivar? Yes, we can, I think. Right. Okay, we are kind of running out of infrastructure here, so we're gonna have to build a port soon. I'll add it to the end of our queue here. Continue to make tools. Currently we're building livestock ranches in Bolivar. Okay. Here they are. Yeah, we need them mainly for the fertilizer. Fabric is pretty cheap, but we will build textile mills and that will go ahead and speed up. An agitator appears. Hilario Nunes has appeared in Venezuela. He will start a movement to enact landed voting. Again? Rural folk. Preserve state religion. The radicalism is high. It is not very popular. We can't exile this dissident. Oh, God. Fine. Infertile Grounds event. Finding both the Venezuelan public and supposed political allies. Let's go to speed 1 because there's another event hanging here. Finding both the Venezuelan public and supposed political allies unreceptive to his ideas, frustrated Hilario Nunes has decided to retire from the realm of politics, opting instead to spend the rest of his days penning embittered reflections on what could have been. Okay. Let him peddle his ideas in peace, away from Caracas. Retires from politics, rural folks get settled agitation. Pop attraction. Politely inform him his presence is unwanted in Venezuela. Yes. The man just... yeah, we wanted to kick him out. So, please, just leave. Overt agitation. Revolutionary sympathizers have begun to agitate for anti-government causes in the barracks in Bolivar. The state has forsaken every right it has to order your bloodshed. You must realize this. Even beyond Bolivar, people like you and I are organizing to demand an end to this nightmare. And it starts with you and I, us common soldiers, the ones they trust to do their will. What will happen when they finally see that no one will stand behind them? Oh, the armed forces must be loyal to the state above all else. Change progress of civil war -5%. Armed forces gets opposed agitation for 2 years. Plus 2% interest group approval. Yeah, they must remain loyal. God, the Catholics. We have 5 barracks. Ooh, that is not good. Revolution 6%. What? Wow. We've gone down this path now. Not a real turning back. Keep going. Let's speed things up a little bit. Alright, we got more livestock ranches coming online. Let's go ahead and hire people. Well, we subsidize this so we can hire more because we need that fertilizer. Need that fabric. Meat is super cheap now. Okay, vultures upon a carcass. Opportunistic members of industrialists have defected to the Catholic Church's cause. Carrying crowds plucked from fresh deaths, no matter the cause. Some, however, sense when a still living beast is about to die. The creature will wait, however long it takes for said meal to die. But better to be the first there with the choicest pick of meat than hoping for scraps. Oh, try to coax some back. A Catholic church gets defectors supporting for 2 years, plus 10% interest group attraction. Industrialists get coaxing defectors for 2 years, minus 10% interest group attraction. Law debate success. Freedom of conscience has been debated, political spheres, and positive outcome, increasing enactment success by 10%. Or so be it. Okay, let's try to coax some of them back. Spend some bureaucracy. Guys, let's stay the course, please. Ooh, revolution is at 17%. Boy, and they have 5 barracks in here, so it is not good. We have 3 barracks here and 1 barracks here. So, ladies and gentlemen, training methods. 54 training rate, more officers. People's wealth. A group of revolutionaries has carried out a robbery of Venezuelan state bank in Bolivar. A significant amount of money has been stolen and redirected into their revolutionaries' coffers. Order increased security around banks across Venezuela. Oh. Rely upon the locals to report those suspected of the robbery. Change progress of civil war 5%. Venezuelan gets bank robbery compensation for 1 year. Or we get this for 2 years. Yeah, we can't really afford... Rely upon the locals to report those suspected of robbery. We can't afford... We're gonna have grand of expenses for more than a year. Boy. Okay. Okay, well, a fort in a sea of anger. Mobs have surrounded an arsenal in Zulia, threatening to seize the arms and munitions stored within. While the guards are staving off attacks for now, if no relief is sent, then the arsenal will fall to insurrectionists. A relief column could escalate tensions a little, but it's necessary. Plus 5% service and pops in Zulia become more radical. 66% chance of civil war progress, minus 5%. 33%. That it increases by 10%. The mob could be emboldened by a surrender, but we need to take that risk. Okay, a relief column. Oh. Okay. Perhaps we should abandon this. Okay, nobody wants freedom of conscience. Are we pushing too far? Our intelligentsia? Freedom of conscience. Oh. Okay, the state has an official state religion, but the people may choose what to believe. Only particularly exotic religions are discriminated against. Yeah. Yeah, if we are to fight ourselves out of our backwardness, you know, we need to accepted religions. 30% Catholic Church, devout political strength. Minus 10% radicals, plus 10% loyalists from accepted religions. Total separation. State atheism. I mean, we are a 100% Catholic nation. Erzat's food. Struggling people in Zulia have been desperately trying to get their hands on any food they can. Dire warnings of a turnip winter have been spreading throughout the region. Law debate success. Okay, success. Enactment chance up by another 10%. Last week, all we could get was pig's feed. This week, I'm not actually sure what this stuff is. Is that sawdust? At least food substitutes fill people's stomachs. Was 2% mortality. No, we cannot afford that. Try to increase local food production by any means. Change progress of civil war minus 10%. Zulia gets farming incentives for 5 years. Minus 3% agriculture tax income, but more throughput. Oh yeah, try to increase local food production by any means. We don't want people to starve. Russia has started return state diplomatic play against Caucasian immigrant. Okay. Alrighty. Building more livestock ranches here. Oh, we're spending now 63 to subsidize this thing. And still, like, fabric and fertilizer are expensive. And we're still not even fully employed. Not really sure how that's supposed to work. Right, and maize farms. We are producing a lot of grain, and it's pretty cheap in our market. We just need the fertilizer to do it. Okay, let's go and slow it down. Heavy-handedness. Jose Maria Vargas mistook an enemy in the armed forces. After accusing them with false charges, moderates in armed forces defected to the Catholic Church's cause. Oh, Jose Maria Vargas. The briefest flash of anger can make an enemy of a friendly face. It can make even the staunchest allies split each other over a misunderstanding. And once it is cast, there is no going back. Their bedfellows may not be so accommodating. 50% chance they get a positive partnership, 50%. Okay, they get the defection backfired. Minus 50 popularity. Jose Paez. So he's liked with 40. Let's have a look. Doesn't really tell us what has actually happened, right? Does it? Nope. Okay, I think everything went fine. For them, improved relations can no longer be maintained due to relations. Okay, so we're good relations with the United States. Yeah, honestly, I mean, it looks like nobody wants... Yeah, it doesn't really look like we're passing this, is it? For 2 years. Right, Intelligentsia supports this. Speed up. Just want our textile factories built. Okay, we cannot really afford a civil war, can we? But the church used to be influential, now they're powerful. Whoa. Okay. Now can we just suppress them? Insufficient authority. Okay. I don't think this is happening. I mean, we haven't even gotten to amendment. Let's go ahead and have a look. 8 days. Can we get to amendment? There we are. Okay, fine. Let's see if we can actually get there. Oof, we are spending a lot of money. The construction sector is... It's not actually the construction sector, although that's not helping us either. Alright. Okay, we have built textile mills at least. Dye workshop. We need dyes. We're going to produce more. 30% more clothes with just 5 dyes. Okay, let's go ahead and employ this fully. More jobs, more taxes for us. Perfect. Trade route exporting sugar to the Russian market is inactive. Oh, have they lost interest in us? Okay, we don't need tools from UK anymore. Inactive. Fine. Export. Okay, let's just check our exports. Coffee? No. Sugar. Oh, productivity. Prussian market. Okay, let's send some over there. Let's send some to Britain as well. Why not? Meat? Can we send the meat anywhere? No, nobody wants meat. Tools. Brazilian, Spanish, New Grenadine market. Send our tools there. Brazilian market. To New Granada, we could send it. Brazil, we could send it. Not gonna spend it to Spain. They've been damaging our relationship. Okay, Russia started return state diplomacy against Circassia. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. Let's try to get that freedom of consciousness. Oh, law. Freedom of consciousness has to progress to the voting phase of law enactment. Okay. We're building more textile mills in Miranda. We have textile mills now in Bolivar. Okay, closing out cheap, but so is fabric in our market. So a second textile mill will not hurt. Although, livestock ranches. Okay, we're now producing like lots of fertilizer, it seems. Lots of fabric. I'm going to turn off subsidizing. Okay, we have 2 more livestock ranches in here. Let's see, it should be okay. Okay, we now lost that modifier. We need to fix our finances. That's what really needs to happen. Now, budget. Yeah, we're spending 2.2k, 1.76k on wood. Wood. Why is wood so expensive? It's not that it's expensive, we just need a lot of it. Sadly. Alright, that's the sad part. Build one more. Alright. Let's build one here at least. Building. So we can buildings construction not in Bolivar. You build one in Miranda. We are gonna need a port in Bolivar. Alright, yeah, because we're not using infrastructure. Banking unlocked. A vast financial institution. The bank provides security for public and private interests and can become the centerpiece of a vast monetary network of investments, loans, and opportunities. Perfect. Exactly what we need. We need to mint more and we need a lower interest rate. Caracas. Okay, also almost at peak of its infrastructure, but it's, I think, should be just about okay. We need to build some stuff in Zulia. What can we build in Zulia? Let's think about tooling workshop. We could go to Wrought Tools, right, and produce a lot more tools. We now have freedom of conscience. The state has an official state religion, but the people may choose what to believe. Only particularly exotic religions are discriminated against. Perfect. Religions will be accepted based on shares a trait with a state religion in their country. 15% Catholic Church, devout political strength. 100 authority, -5 plus 10 radicals plus 5% loyalists. There we go. Okay. Progressive intelligentsia agenda is right, taking hold. We have an unacceptable government. Okay, but intelligentsia. Wow. I think we have endorsed propertied women, protected speech, guaranteed liberties, cultural exclusion. Endorses cultural exclusion. That's a bit weird. Anti-clerical. Endorse appointed bureaucrats. What do we have? We have appointed bureaucrats. Endorses total separation. Okay, we're not quite there yet. Public schools or private schools? Schools. Okay, perfect. Now we have public schools. Schooling is the responsibility of the state and should be standardized and equally accessible to all. Supported by trade unions and intelligentsia. Plus 10% education access, plus 12% assimilation. Yeah, let's get to public schools or private schools. Industrialists like this school is the best. Schooling is best left to private interests who can assure freedom of choice in one's education. Private schools plus 10% intelligentsia political strength, plus 0.5% pro wealth education access. And here we get plus. We need assimilation. Let's go for public schools. Right. Although industrial is also private schools. Let's get... Okay, then we go to private schools, right? Intelligentsia and industrialists. Together. Let's have a think. Let's have a think. We are industrializing our nation. But private enterprise is thriving. Individualist. This group believes each person is responsible for their own fate and opposes government programs to provide services that can be paid for by the individual. And now intelligentsia. It is authoritarian. So I guess we're not there. Yeah, okay, let's go with private schools. Right. Let's go with private schools. I feel like we're industrializing, we're liberal, but you know, we're not. I don't think our intelligence is into providing kind of public services. Embargo. Britain began embargoing France. Diplomatic ties with Sweden lost. Preserve no schools political movement. Are you kidding me? What is this? Again, the Catholic Church. We're bolstering industrial, bolstering intelligentsia. That's what not letting us... Hang on. Let's go to politics. We need to, like, deal with the church. That's what needs to happen, really. That's what needs to happen. For that, we're even prepared to stop bolstering industrialists. Just suppress these guys. Suppress Catholic Church. They have risen up as the main opponent of intelligentsia, it seems, and we're not taking that lightly. We're out of bureaucracy. That is not good. We'll need more bureaucracy, and to get more bureaucracy, we need government administration, right? Taxation capacity. Is it total modifies bureaucracy and taxation capacity? Average annual wage. Yeah, I guess that's gonna... Per level modifiers. Oh, sorry, this is gonna get 35. Bureaucracy, we're going to get 20. Urbanization. Well, let's get it, I guess. Our capital will be the center of our... Or should we get it maybe here? We have one government administration in Zulia. We got nothing in Bolivar. So let's get one in Bolivar then. Publishing Committee Prosecutions. A committee of publishers associated with the Catholic Church that produce incendiary pamphlets has been brought before the courts. Okay, this agglomeration of dangerous men must be stopped. We must take from them the means of provoking the mob and reduce these arrogant fools to their true proportions. To their real role as little more than obscure conspirators and criminals. Okay, push for the trial in the courts. Reciprocal civil war minus 5%. 10% interest group attraction. Quietly muzzle these publishers. Let them go, they're harmless. Okay, we have an authoritarian, liberal, intelligentsia faction that doesn't mind suppressed speech and etc. and censorship, so we'll quietly muzzle these publishers, get minus 10% in interest group political strength as well. Let's go ahead. An agitator appears. He will start a movement to enact slave trade. Are you kidding me? Santos Obando, enact slave trade. Get out of here. Okay, fine. Stay here for now. Guzman Urbina retires. The leader of the industrialists has retired from political life. Guillermo Crespo, known as protectionist, now leads the interest group. Okay, let's go government. Who are you? Protectionist. He's liked, 35 years old, protectionist. Endorse interventionism, strongly endorse protectionism. This character believes that domestic industries and international trade should be closely monitored and regulated by the state. Okay, expensive tastes. Political operator. And he's brave. Crime and divinity. The reactionary leanings of many clergymen affiliated with the Catholic Church have given rise to demands to curb the political influence of Venezuelan religious organizations. I have made my opinion on this clear. All of the monasteries in Caracas are not worth the life of a single Venezuelan citizen. They are holy men and women, and they can say what they will. Okay, bolt their temples shut and arrest clergy who resist. Change progress of civil war -5%, plus 5% Catholic Church members of Pope Venezuela become more radical. Bolt their temples shut and arrest the clergy who resist. No, we will not be dragged back into the medieval times just because the clergy demands it. Okay, our private sector is building sulfur mines. Not sure what they're preparing for, but sure. What was meant as a routine speech about the merits of private schools by Jose Monagas has quickly devolved into a public relations disaster for the intelligentsia. Fumbling his way through a series of poorly presented talking points, Jose Monagas' arguments have been viciously and convincingly picked apart by his political opponents. The question on everyone's lips now is merely if this mishap was due to the inherent failings of private schools, or can be chalked down to the political incompetence of the intelligentsia. It is the fault of this poorly thought through proposal. No. No. Jose Monagas must take the blame for the setback. Minus 10% success chance. He gains minus 20% popularity. Intelligentsia gets minus 10% interest group attraction. Scrap the current draft and make a show of a rewrite. Okay, we get one setback. It's new and approved. While private schools being enacted, plus 10% enactment time, plus 10% enactment success chance. Jose Monagas gets shrewd opportunist for 5 years, plus 5% interest group political strength, minus 10 popularity. Let's go there. Scrap the current draft and make a show of a rewrite. That is a shrewd maneuver. Shrewd maneuver. Nice. Yeah, and it seems like, guys, we have a presidential oligarchy. So it is really an alliance of the powerful. I think we'll keep it that way. I don't think... That doesn't look like this intelligentsia faction is really into kind of mass, universal suffrage. This is about a democracy, but tightly controlled by an oligarchy who will power our nation, forward and industrialize. But, and hopefully it trickles down to everybody. But intelligentsia and, maybe industrialists, landowners are the beneficiaries. Hence the private schools, right? We only really need... Who do we really need educated at the end of the day? I mean, do we really want everyone educated? Or do we just want, a core of intelligentsia, right? The oligarchy, the top, the elites need to be educated. The rest, does it really matter? Perhaps not. Let's go ahead and just speed up a little here. Another revolution. Catholic Church. Oh, okay. Catholic Church has stopped being revolutionary. It's good. Okay, enact slave trade has low support. No radicalism, so we can just keep that there. Okay, let's just go back to speed 3. Russia ended their rivalry with the Ottoman Empire. Okay, dissenters break ranks. To outside observers, the intelligentsia may appear firmly committed to the idea of private schools, but behind this facade of unity, discord has long festered. Now, a clique of dissenters have finally had enough, and have officially broken with their fellow members over the issue of reform. For how long have we stood together? How many times have we lent a willing hand your way? Yet our own concerns are left unanswered, and our desires left unmet. If we shall not be heard here, we shall be so elsewhere. Offer them custodianship over a new draft. Okay, Venezuelan gets compromise draft while private schools being enacted, plus 10% enactment time, plus 5% enactment success chance. Okay, well, let's include everybody. Minus 5% interest group attraction. Okay, offer them custodianship over a new draft. God. Okay, we can speed up a little bit here. Keep it on speed 3 for a little while. Let's just do a review. What's happening? Textile mills are very productive. Livestock ranches. Okay, the fertilizer. Okay, the fabric. Hopefully this fabric will be utilized in the second textile mill we're building up in, what is it, Miranda. We have mass communication unlocked. Mass communication is the easiest spread of information utilizing technologies such as the newspaper. That's 10% authority. Nice. Kind of needed a little bit of authority. Okay. Sugar plantations are suffering. Tobacco is actually doing really well. Okay. Where could we build more tobacco? We could build more tobacco in Zulia. Can we export tobacco? Napoleonic warfare unlocked. Napoleon revolutionized warfare, emphasizing importance of properly utilizing artillery. Unlocks mobile artillery. Sure. Can we export our tobacco? That's what I'm more interested in though. No, we cannot. We cannot. How's our trade routes doing? Small arms from United States, not doing too well. Exporting sugar to Britain, it's not doing too well. Okay, what do we have here? Low market access in Bolivar is at 91%. Clippers. Yeah, market access. We need more infrastructure here. Okay, it's 12 out of 11 now. It's not too bad. Let's have a look. Construction. We can live with 10 out of 12, can we not? Can we not? Okay, fine. Let's put a port in Bolivar. Argentina ended their rivalry with Brazil. Okay, it wouldn't actually hurt. Political lens. Sorry, diplomatic lens, about action, improved relations, Brazil. It wouldn't hurt to be friends with Brazil, frankly. Would it? What are they? Constitutional empire. The government hub where the emperor or empress is the head of state, but voting and a constitution dictates the laws. Hereditary transfer of power. Not really sure. We're on the same page there, but you can't ignore 44 plus 13 divisions. What is that? 57. Can't really ignore that, can we? Okay, we do now have sulfur mines in Zulia. Right, sulfur. Okay. Consumption is 0. Applications. Can be produced, can be used by paper mills, fertilizer plants, explosives factory. Well. We have a sulfur mine. I mean, we can build a paper. Wood takes wood and produces paper. I mean, we can build a university to get more techs. It's actually not the worst idea ever. Right? So we need... The thing is, it takes a long time to build things. And we kind of need to pay our debt down, if I'm really honest. We do need to get our nation off the ground as well, though. Law progress to amendment. Perfect. Private schools. Our population growth is 0.8%. Not too bad. We have plenty of labor. But increasing that wouldn't hurt at the same time. But the standard of living is ticking up. Literacy is ticking up. We have now doubled our GDP in less than 10 years. 8 years, we've doubled our GDP. That is good. Rice farms. Okay, yeah, that's fine. The private sector is building some rice farms. Some more grains. Let's go ahead and go to enriched farming here straight away for our rice farms. More demand for the fertilizer. how much, for example, 1, hang on a second, let's just put this to 3. Private schools progress to voting phase. Look at rice farms. So they're gonna take how much? 20 fertilizer. Right, and our maize farms are taking also 20, even though there's 4 of them. Now come on, they take... Oh. Okay, they take 5 and they make 20 grain with that. Right? Doubling production, whereas rice farms follow a different pattern here. They produce 40. Okay, but in order to double to 80, they take 20 fertilizer. So, yeah, wheat farms... interesting. Wheat farms need 5 per 20, and these guys need 10 per 20. Rice farms, that is. They need 10 fertilizer for 20 grain. Whereas maize farms... Oh, sorry, that's corn. That's not even grain. That's corn, right? And for corn, you need 5 for 20. I mean, let's go. Since we have sulfur, let's go ahead. Sure, let's build a fertilizer plant, I guess. Alright, get that industry up and running. Seriously, this one construction sector has bankrupted our entire economy. Was it worth it? We're 20% faster and everything, but we're paying 1.5k in interest. Well, you know what? I think it's time for everyone to pitch in, unfortunately, guys. Let's raise these taxes and just... That means our economy is stable. Okay, Spain ended their rivalry with the Netherlands. No. Grenada's GDP? What is Grenada's GDP now? 2 million. Okay, the economy is double ours. Brazil is at 6.5 million. Let's speed things up a little bit. The legislative graveyard. After a series of costly and embarrassing setbacks, the sitting Venezuelan government has decided to halt its pursuit of private schools. Oh, why? Oh, because we already had 2 and we got a 3rd one. It will be some time before political will exists to try again. Defeat lingered in the air, along with the stench, burnt tobacco, and spoiling liquor. Hopes crushed, ideas splintered, the desires spoiled. For better or worse, the message was clear. Nobody wanted private schools but the men in the room. A long, treacherous path lay ahead to reinvigorate the idea. Cancels the enactment. Oh, we were so close. We were so close. Fine. So how long will private schools take? Not part of our laws. No police, dedicated police force. Petite bourgeoisie endorses, landowners and armed forces endorse this. Who doesn't care? 29% of cloud doesn't care. Rural folk don't want this. Minus 50% state penalties from turmoil. Minus 5% radicals from standard living decreases. I think dedicated police force. Let's add that in. Forces are loyal, 10% authority, 10% bureaucracy, minus 10% loan interest rates, petite bourgeoisie. Approval of unhappy, minus 10% technology spread. Rural folk. Oof. Bessemer process is spread. The Bessemer process is a technique for the mass production of steel from pig iron. What's Bessemer process for steel mills? Okay. Where are we with the pharmaceuticals? Such a shame. Knowledge of nitroglycerin has started to spread. Ah, such a shame about private schools. What you gonna do though? Nothing. Nothing is what we're gonna do. We do also need... What we also need, to be really honest, is we need... Okay, we have a surplus. We're paying down debt slowly. We have tools, workshops. We need iron. Right, we can get more tools. But what do we need those tools for? Who knows? Let's not Not much we needed these tools for right now. Okay, we're not very good at... Well, we're producing a lot of clothes that are cheap. We export our clothes. Yes, we can. Brazilian market, sure. New Granada market, sure. Okay. It's good. Textile mills are doing a little bit better. Okay, fabric is now used. Alright, textile mills. Okay, good stuff. Livestock ranches, how are you doing? Fabric, fertilizer, yeah. Okay, we're doing well. Grain. Grain is again expensive. Grain, where's maize farms? 1% here. Rice farms. Okay, we actually have plenty of grain. Furniture factories in Bolivar. Not a bad idea. Again, handcrafted furniture. Fabric and wood, and we produce furniture. That's good. Fabric and wood is exactly what Bolivar has. Lathes. 5 tools, 10 fabric, 30 wood, and produces even more furniture. Let's go ahead and put lathes in. We need some demand for our tools. Diplomatic ties with Lower Granada. Lower Granada? Lost. No reserve, no police. Political movement is then. The United States of America signed a peace agreement with the Great Sioux Nation, ending the state of hostilities between them. The peace between the United States have signed a peace agreement with Arapaho, ending the state of hostilities between them. Brazilian-Dutch rivalry ended. Okay, we have built a port. We do not have any clippers for it. Import. Can we build a shipyard? Shipyard. Okay. Where's the... Sorry, shipyards are in here. Shipyards. Take fabric and wood and produce 35 clippers. Go ahead and build one in Bolivar as well. For now though, we need to import clippers from Prussia. Why don't we do that? Discord within the intelligentsia. Crikey, an influential faction within the intelligentsia has grown frustrated with their co-members' neutrality on the topic of dedicated police force. Themselves in favor of the law, they have now resolved to form a separate political faction intent on passing it. How can you all stand idly by and watch the world pass before your eyes? Have you no sense of honor, of duty to your fellow man? I say nay to such lack of ambition, and I dare say I am not alone in this. With their support, the bill shall pass. Okay, beneficial factionalism, plus 15% enactment success, minus 5% interest group attraction. Yes. Let's go with that. Rivalry broken. Brazil and Great Britain are cordial. Okay. Patron's romanticism removed from the journal. New Granada. Brazilian rivalry declared. Brazil has declared New Granada their rival. Okay, we have to tread carefully. But we also have to support our fellow Republicans. Right? We need to stick together. Promote liberal reforms, expand resource industries, defend the borders. Go to international lens, diplomatic actions, alliance. Granada will not support an alliance. Base reluctance, that pursuing strategy of defend the borders. Yeah, so let's defend them together. A customs union. What does that do? A diplomatic establish a customs union between two countries. A diplomatic union senior partner and one of the several junior partners share a single market under the leadership of the senior partner. All subject pacts also act as this. That's fine. Let's do. What about trade agreement with New Granada? We'll accept if we owe them an obligation. Why don't they want it? Attitude is genial, amicable. Okay. New Granada GDP is 2 million compared to our 1 million. Yeah. Yeah, not much diplomacy, I guess. Defensive pact. They don't even want defensive pact. That's fine. Do what you want to do. I guess if we were to take a more aggressive stance, right, since they don't want to be friends with us, what can we do? Yeah, buildings, iron and coal in Antiquia. That's really what you want from this whole nation. There's a bit of coal here. Rubber. Ooh, rubber plantations. Interesting. Logging camps. Deep in the Amazon forest. Viva Viento. Medellin. Okay, and they're also pretty rural. They're similar position as they have rubber plantations, which we don't. They do have iron and coal in the same province, which is a little bit nicer than what we got. Logging camps in Miranda. Did we really need those though? Cancel all that. Actually, yeah, looks like we do need those. We're still paying down debt. Oh, hang on a second. Losing power rank. That means we won't be able to export to the United States. We have 25 prestige. We need 26. Oh boy. That is not good. Grassroots support for the law. The political wills and desires of the lower classes will always remain an opaque matter. For whatever reason, support for dedicated police force has spread like wildfire across Venezuela, spurred on by charismatic speakers and lively debate in small-time social clubs. Okay, let's pause for a second. They're backing what now? Well, who are we to complain? While their support was never a prerequisite for success, it sure does not hurt to have it either. Public enthusiasm expedites reform. Plus 20% enactment success chance, plus 10% interest group pop attraction for petite bourgeoisie. Perfect. Pharmaceuticals unlocked. The discovery of pharmaceuticals allows for medicine to jump ahead, as they can be prescribed for all types of ailments. Nice. Unlocks private and public health. Okay. What's next for us? Realism? No. Dialects? Education institution? Sadly, we don't have an education institution. 29 plus 1 max colonial affairs. I don't even have that. Social security, ethno-state, central archives, home affairs, 25% taxation capacity. Unlock standardized filing system. Yeah, we're gonna need that bureaucracy soon. Central banking, 3 years. Do this. Minus 2% loan interest, plus 10% minting. Right, and then let's do central archives maybe after that. We do need motors. Yeah, these engines for pumps would be nice, and railways would be nice, right? This will take ages. This will take 3 years, and this will take... so that, and then we go for railways. We'll go mechanical tools for furniture manufacturing, tooling workshops. Okay, and then we build up our steel. Okay. Because we are going to start running out of infrastructure. And building ports is not the most efficient way to do that. We have more than enough convoys. We need to get on top of that in infrastructure. In fact, we can even go to technology. I think central archives we can get away from. We do need to fix our budget before we go ahead and build all of this. So let's take central banking. Yep, and then we do everything else. We'll look at our population. Hang on. to the highest standards. President Jose Maria Vargas expects the same level of competence and meticulousness from his ministers as he applies to his own work. Now the president turns his attention to overseeing a particular cog in the machine of government. Handpicked clerks, both of them, both impeccably dressed according to their means, though the hallmarks of their benefactors shone through. Leftover cigar smoke, a faint brandy stain on a collar corner, little vices leveraged to another's benefit. The president's decrees must be followed through. Okay, minus 15% decree cost. That's authority. But we don't have any decrees. We might want to add some for those states with no infrastructure though. Minus 25% trade route bureaucracy cost. The bureaucracy of trade could be more efficient. Or the expansion of the economy must proceed more quickly, plus 10% construction sector building throughput. Let's go ahead, and the bureaucracy of trade could be more efficient. There we go. So that could even allow us to go to buildings and delay this. Okay, we don't want to be spending. Are we port clipper? Okay, we are spending a bit on clippers. Not a huge amount, but still. 800 we're spending on clippers, so maybe if we build them locally, they will be cheaper. Let's see. Go ahead and speed up. 142 weeks. It's gonna take us 3 years to build a fertilizer plant. The police force has successfully progressed to the amendment phase of the law enactment. Do we really want that fertilizer plant? I mean, do we need a fertilizer plant right now? No, we do not really, or do we? Why don't we get a tobacco plantation in there instead? That's 32 weeks. What we need is more construction. To get more construction, we need more money. To get more money, we need more tax revenue. Or we need higher population for the per capita tax. That's what really needs to happen. Or we need to pay down 1.2k of interest. Right? Because we are right now 400,000 in debt. Okay, let's keep paying that down. Okay, let's have a look. What about the construction sector? Wood and fabric. We could get iron frame buildings. Less fabric, less wood, more... Yeah, we just need iron. It's not a bad start. Can we get iron? Yes, we can. Why don't we go ahead with that? No. From farms to factories was successfully completed. Know what that is? This is a journal entry, isn't it? No. You could at least show us like what exactly is going on, no? After liberalism. Sugar's event freedom, equality, and brotherhood. It's fine. Okay, well, we're gonna lose that rank. That means we can't trade with the United States. That is pretty big. How do we get our prestige up? Huh? Our prestige 25. 15 from country tier of kingdom. Plus 3 from gross domestic product. Plus 6 from army power projection. Plus 5% from romanticism. Okay, well... Do we need a bigger army then? Sorry, and why can't we build more barracks? Nope, can't build barracks. Can't build barracks. Dedicated police force successfully progressed to the voting stage. General training. Why don't we change our barracks all to, first of all, general training. That just gives us more officers. Should be a good thing. What about our military? Can we... 9 battalions demobilized. Disband, pin to outlaw. Why can we not create an army? But we have an army. Yeah, let's go to this army. How about... Okay. Miranda and Zulia. And Miranda, no? Job seekers. Let's get a couple in our capital. Alright. Build maybe 10 more. Build that up just in case. We are going to be spending more on small arms. That's not so good, right? To recruit mobile artillery. Mobile artillery will cost us, so won't it? It will need like some artillery. +1 artillery input. Zulia. Let's go ahead, we gotta build that up to get our prestige up. So this kind of holds the rank of insignificant power. Okay, let's try and get that up. We need 30 to become a minor power. So we need army power projection. Let's build that up since we have Brazil. We're now kind of... what are we building that up? We're building 7 + 5, so +12. Okay, we're kind of expanding that in a pretty big way. But okay, guys, we've come up on the hour, just a little over an hour. So let's go ahead and pause. We're in May 1st, 1847, so 11 years into the game. Yeah, so here we are, episode 2 done. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are enjoying it, maybe learning things. Yeah, I'll see you in episode 3. Bye.